I got it. And thanks.
How about some good old-fashioned...
Their gyrometics? Or their targeting modules?
Can't give up now.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
No one stopped me yet. Hope this ends well.
Nature's servant awaits. What about these? Time to get going. There.
All right, what now? Should mind my step.
That's curious.
Here goes nothing.
Don't burn yourself. What's it going to take? Aha!
Swiftly, if you please. These knees do not bend easily. Sylvanas, soften my steps.
Best think ahead, or I'm lost. Right tool will do the trick.
Prison guard has spotted you. It's either lie or fight. Somehow the guard buys your excuse. You're free to roam Worm's Rock Prison. You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You're free to go. This time. But next time you won't be so lucky.
It's over.
With a flick of the wrist.
Lord Gortash has been expecting your arrival. Please hold a moment.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldurs Gate, my city. Of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
We went through all that trouble to get inside, and now Gortash invites us to see him.
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Hells, not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all 3 stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard. Thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respect. Come and say a proper hello.
My respects? You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun.
This isn't going to end well. Mark my words.
I understand your concerns, my old friend. But allow me to demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. And some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel. Besides, I'm not ready to call you enemy. At least not yet. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldurs Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thor. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldurs Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of all. You will follow me. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Baldur's...
I swear.
Swearest thou...
I...
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldurs Gate.
My friends, the steel and you...
You don't really intend to be his ally, do you? Gortash is your enemy, either way. This pact may delay the inevitable betrayal, but not by much. Don't let him suck you in! Let's march!
Have a lot on my mind, and, well, in it. First in my heart.
Our camp houses an imposter then. Say... Vlaakith's left... Another empty promise. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirm.
Unthinkable. To see... Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason. That's the spirit. side of the gate.
Lady Alia says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Bortash. Or for us.
I'm not sure I
Time for a
believe her.
chat.
Does it really matter?
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Precious hero.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Mizora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
That's if you're a criminal, of course.
It's more than that. The way they look at you, judging you.
Thank you for the lift, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Ta-ta.
Admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Duke for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You having a chuffing laugh? We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here.
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers. Please provide a full inventory of any and all livestock before entering Baldurs Gate. Smuggling or any other form of deceit will not be tolerated.
What are you gonna do? Check under my skirt for any stray chickens?
Mercenary they may be, but father always demanded discipline from the Flaming Fist.
Got on back.
Seems some grew unruly in his absence.
Brace yourself.
Your father made a fine job of polishing them up some. But a sellsword is still a sellsword. They are just following their nature.
And you think the Harpers are more due?
Listen and submit to the Mistress of Disease.
Oh, gods. He's spouting a load of crap. Don't waste your time.
We've got no choice. We have to do what he says.
The cycle comes for us all.
Talona.
I wonder if my old ancestors, they could be of use to me.
Who will save us?
Zenith, should you want it to, or otherwise?
What about Astrid? And then what happens?
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. With all this talk of war, what else are folk to do but drink? I reckon the murder we'd had something to do with it too. Got punters all intrigued. On that morbid note, what can I get you fine self? I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. The city always wins. There's always some hero that saves the day. It's the way things work. Charity! In Baldurs Gate! Good one. More asses and chairs means more coin in my pouch. Top floor's all yours. Welcome back. What can I do you for? Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Boleyn Stelmane. Well, she was a duke. Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room. At least, I hope. It's been slim pickings since the Absolute butchered that supply convoy. But have a look. Fill your boots, mate.
Stelming's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
What's up for discussion?
But please, don't look at me.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Baldurs Gate, Empire golden, trade could not avert his fate. When Credo there assailed his fort, transformed he fell there.
Sharp as ever.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Leather ears, a rose to conquer.
Always at your side.
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldurs Gate truly comes alive.
So it seems, but game's not over yet.
Played at the ready.
Cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers play savage. A knave, a wizard, devil, the odds are cast anew, and Baldur's fate now turns upon the whims of fortune's view.
Two steps at a time.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No Will Ravengard. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me. Option 2. I break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldurs Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat.
Fiat.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked and never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I didn't, but the leash has been broken.
A moment passes.
The Ravengard name now lives solely with me. I will make it I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtained the final 2 Netherstones and take...
I should speak up.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Well, not exactly, but it's only a matter of time. Don't be too hard on Will. Pro, freedom. No, I I would have done the same thing in his shoes. But what do I know about heroes? Why? I'm supplying power. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. Correct. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf. I woke in that, but a brave, kind, no one crosses the hell's My mistress can be so. Then I call the first hell my home, Avernus. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.